Former Scottish National Party (SNP) leader Alex Salmond spent almost £20,000 of taxpayers' money attempting to hide legal advice on an independent Scotland's membership of the EU that never existed, unearthed reports reveal. Prime Minister Boris Johnson will urge Scots to turn away from independence on a visit today. According to a recent report by The Independent, on his first trip to Scotland since coronavirus struck, Mr Johnson will argue, the sheer might of our union has brought people through the pandemic, by saving lives and propping up jobs. However, the visit comes as polls now suggest the independence campaign has stolen a lead of up to 10%, as the COVID-19 crisis took hold. The SNP is on course to win an unprecedented majority at next year's Scottish Parliament elections, fueling demands for a second referendum. And it is Mr Johnson's handling of the pandemic which has apparently cost him support. Keith Brown, the SNP's deputy leader, said, "The only reason Boris Johnson is coming here is because he is in full-blown panic mode amid rising support for independence." As uncertainty over the future of the Union continues, unearthed reports shed light on the 2014 Scottish independence referendum campaign. According to a throwback report by The Telegraph, in 2013, former SNP leader Alex Salmond spent almost £20,000 of taxpayers' money attempting to hide legal advice on an independent Scotland's membership of the EU, knowing all the while that the advice did not exist. Scottish ministers reportedly published figures showing they spent £19,452.92 going to court to appeal a ruling by the Freedom of Information (FOI) Commissioner that they had to disclose whether they had sought advice from their law officers on the issue. Ms Sturgeon, the then Deputy First Minister, had announced the case had been dropped because no specific legal advice existed, but it was not previously known how much public cash had been wasted. The row was particularly damaging for the pro-independence campaign, as Mr Salmond had previously suggested in a television interview that he had received advice from Scottish government law officers. At the time, SNP ministers were repeatedly claiming a separate Scotland would have automatically inherited the UK's EU membership. However, they have since admitted it would not.